Burrows.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. And I rise to speak in support of this bill and commend it to the House. I guess it's always to be expected that when an opposition is voting with the government, there are always going to be a whole lot of sentences that start off with, "We support this bill, but it doesn't go far enough, but it shouldn't be being done now, but there are greater problems we should be dealing with, but we shouldn't be dealing with this with an urgency, and but." The problem with that is that they fail to recognise that there are times when changes need to be made to reflect changes in public sentiment, and they also need to reflect changes in public's assumption of responsibility on behalf of the community. And the last bill, which I didn't get the opportunity to speak to, really recognised the fact that in the past the community has taken a strong interest in the way that their police, for instance, and their prison officers have been dealt with by those criminal elements within the community, and they have taken a more interventionist and more active role in protecting those people, and the fact is that these days they don't. These days the communities are far more open to putting up their hand and saying, "We pay our taxes, we allow them to get on with their job, leave us alone," and that is exactly what is reflected here. We need to accept that juries have been actually treated quite badly over the years in terms of what is expected of them in this modern age in taking part in jury trials, what information they are given to be able to do their job with, and the point that was raised by Carol Beaumont earlier was remuneration. The fact is that within our justice system we expect the public to take part. We expect them to be available for that, and we expect them to do that out of a sense of duty. What price do we put on community in this day and age? What price should a jury member, remuneration should a jury member expect to be given in taking their role as society's representative in a jury trial? Is it right for them to expect anything? And then I guess the converse is it right for society to expect somebody to do something free of charge when there is a real cost to the attendance of that jury member standing before the court? And as somebody who has sat through many jury trials over the years, it's been a farce to see the way in which our juries have been selected, and people have been chosen or rejected on the basis of, for instance, their clothing. If people really don't want to be on a jury trial, then they should wear a three-piece suit and carry a briefcase. And the reason given for that is because the defence counsel's arguments are so ludicrous that anyone who shows an ounce of intellect would see right through it. And so if someone really wants to get onto a jury trial, they should wander along to the jury selection process in jeans and a t-shirt, because in a very prejudiced and biased way, solicitors expect that those people who have got time to wander along to a jury trial and treat that so lightly may not give it the attention they should in the way that they're sitting and deliberating on the issues before the court. So I think it is right and proper that the government move at this time to protect juries even more, as we are asking them to do more, and significantly to do more for less. The fact that we can withhold, or we will be as a result of this bill, withholding addresses and occupations from those people appearing before the court is right and proper, given the added advancements of technology and the ability of defendants to be able to locate and to be able to take retribution via either themselves directly or via their mates to those people they can easily identify as having been on that jury. But I believe that it is a time for this Parliament to look at what we require of juries, how we go to assist them in making the decisions that they make, and the job that we ask them to do on our behalf. In the same way, we are looking at the protections and the sanctions that we offer those who move against those across society acting on behalf of our community as a whole. I commend this bill to the House and look forward to its passage through the Select Committee process, and sadly it won't be before the Justice Committee.